Jennifer, and welcome to Crochet Stitches with Celtic Knot Crochet. Today in this video, I'll be teaching you how to make this easy textured stitch. If you like this stitch and this tutorial, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to click to subscribe. And if you know someone else who would like to learn how to make this stitch, maybe someone from your local crochet or knitting group, make sure to click share and send it on to them. The name of this stitch is the back crossed half double crochet. You may see it abbreviated as BCR HDC. This is an easy crochet stitch, and in order to make it, you need to know the half double crochet, and that's it. It is a 2-row repeat that will give you this wonderful texture every other row. To demonstrate this stitch, I'll be using a 6.5 millimeter or K Clover hook along with some acrylic medium weight yarn. I'm going to try with this Red Heart Super Saver Stripes yarn. It's called Polostripe. It's got some beautiful colors and it's a long color change. I found that this stitch works the best with a long color change. You really get to see the texture well. Now when you're working different stitch swatches and trying to incorporate stitches into your own projects, you need to know what's called a multiple, and that's just telling you how many stitches this stitch pattern takes so it will fit into your project well, or it helps you do the math in figuring out how long you should make your chain when starting a blanket or a pillow or even a sweater. So the multiples for this stitch pattern is to chain a multiple of 2 plus 1. And if you want to use this stitch pattern inside a project without starting from the beginning, then you need to have an even number of stitches. So since we're going to go from the very beginning of the pattern, we're going to chain a multiple of 2 plus 1. So since we are starting this project from the beginning using a chain, I'm going to chain 31. So here's 30, and that is a multiple of 2, and then add 1 more. And now I'm going to work into these stitches, and I could work like you normally would into a chain by inserting my hook into this top loop of the chain. But I'm actually going to turn my chain over and insert my loop into the back bump or the back bar of the chain. You can see them all here. See them all along there. And that's just going to give me a nicer edge on the bottom of my swatch. But you don't have to do this. I do have a video on this technique right there. So we're going to do a row of half double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, skip the first chain, and put your hook into the second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through 3. Yarn over, hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 3. And that's half double crochet. And I'm going to work that all the way across until I get to that last chain, and I'll have 30 half double crochets. Now this stitch pattern alternates 1 row of half double crochet and 1 row of our textured stitch. So it's nice and easy to do, and you kind of can turn your brain off every other row to just truck along with 1 simple stitch. Here you can see I've completed 1 row of half double crochet, and now I'm going to chain 1 and turn the row over, and now I'm going to work along the top of these stitches right here, and I'm going to do the textured stitch, and it's going to pop the texture out on this side. So whenever you're working the textured stitch, the right side is actually the back of the row. So I'm going to work in that very first stitch and I'm going to do another half double crochet in the first stitch, and next I'm going to do our back crossed half double crochet. So I'm going to skip the next stitch and do a half double crochet in the stitch after that, and now I'm going to work a half double crochet into that skipped stitch, and you can see how it's kind of created a little hole here by skipping the stitch, but I have to go behind this one. So I'll show you there's a couple ways you can do it, and you might want to experiment with which one works best for you. So here's one way. You're going to yarn over, you're going to dip your hook behind the half double you already made, come out that gap in your work, and then you'll be right above that skip stitch, and just put your hook from front to back through the skip stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all three. And now you can see the first half double is slanting this way, the second one is slanting this way, and it's behind the first one. So I'll try that again. Skip one, do a half double crochet in the next stitch, then yarn over, dip behind the one I just finished, come out that gap, and then I'm right above the stitch that I skipped. So insert my hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through three on my hook. But maybe that's a little confusing for you, so here's another way you could do this stitch. You could yarn over, skip a stitch, work the half double, then you can yarn over and turn the work over, and here's that skip stitch, see it right there, and then you can go through the gap and make sure you're coming from that side up through the stitch, then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all three. So you're kind of working on the back side of your crochet fabric. I'll show you again. Skip one, half double crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, turn your row over. Here's that missed skip stitch, so I'm going to put my hook down through the gap so I can insert my hook from the front of this row to the back of the row, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through all three. And you'll see that those half doubles are popping out on the other side of the project. Now, here's one way that I like to do it. So I'll give you a third option, is we're going to skip this stitch, work in that one, and then I like to grasp that skip stitch between my thumb and middle finger of my non-working hand. So here's that skip stitch right here. I'm going to squeeze it, yarn over, keep squeezing it, and that helps me find it when I put my hook through it, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all three. So I'll show you that again. Skip the next one, half double crochet in the one after that, squeeze it, yarn over, and while I'm squeezing it, see, put my hook up and through it, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through three. So those are three different ways that you can work this stitch. And the best thing to do is to practice. You could even do it without turning it over. So skip one, work here. And I know I need to go in this stitch, but I have to go behind. So here I'm going behind while pinching the skip stitch, and that just helps me find it quicker. So continue that until you get to the last stitch, and then I'll show you what we do for the last stitch of the row. So I've gone all the way across, and I have one more stitch here, and I'm just going to put a half double crochet in there. And that's really all there is to it for our back crossed half double crochet. And I think it looks the best if you alternate. Of course, you could do that every row if you like. I think it really helps the texture to stand out if you do this stitch every other row. So now I'm going to go across. I chained one, and now I go across with a half double crochet in each stitch. And remember, you can always turn your work so you can see the tops of the stitches, and it's easy to find each stitch by looking down from the top. So looking from the side, sometimes you get a little confused and you can make some mistakes. So go ahead and rotate your project so you're looking from the top down, and then you can see how you can see all the stitches linked together, and it's easy to find where your next stitch is. So to review, to make the back crossed half double crochet, you will skip the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, then work a half double crochet in the skipped stitch, working behind the half double crochet you just completed. So to review our stitch sample here, we're going to work one row of half double crochet, and then we work one row of the back crossed half double crochet. We put a half double crochet in the first stitch and the last stitch, and then all the way across we work pairs of stitches where we skip one, half double crochet in the next, then go back and half double crochet in the one we skipped, working behind. And we repeat that. And it's always good if you're working for a dishcloth or a pillow or a blanket to end with the plain half double crochet row. Here is a pattern and project that I use this stitch for, and some of the pretty Red Heart Super Saver stripes yarn. This is the Easy Textured Scarf, and you can find that for free on my blog at CelticKnotCrochet.com. I hope you enjoyed making this stitch. Let me know what kind of projects you made using this stitch in the comments below. I love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and happy crocheting!